Hi beach friends! We are officially in rainy season and the windstorm, tropical storm, Cristina came by on Sunday the 8th, and it had started up on the Saturday the 7th in the evening with strong winds, gusting winds, and all day Sunday, and then it died down. Today is Wednesday, so we had 3 days of just rain, and this is the first time it has broken for us. So we've come out to see what the damage is, and I'm at the beach where it's just the Sand Dollar Beach, I call it. On the day of the Sunday evening or afternoon, there was high waves, 8-foot waves coming in all along the Pacific coast, and a lot of beachfront properties. Fishermen lost their boats. Big boats were capsized and washed up all along the Pacific coast. First time in a long time. So a lot of hotels, anything on the front of the beach, without any gabions or anything like that, or if you're on a cliff, you're safe. But a lot of people, a lot of hotels were on the beach that all got destroyed. The waves came right up. But we're okay. We have gabions on this beach. We're just checking out a number of beaches. We're going to go to my favorite beach, which is on the other side over there after this. It is almost low tide, but the waves are really, I don't know, mucky, dirty. And over here, as you see, I'll pan out, a tree came down over here. That's how bad the winds were. At least the palapa is still standing and other beach things up ahead. But this tree, so they're probably going to remove it at some point. And there's so much cloud over here that you can't see the mountain over there. So we're going to take a chance and we're going to go down on the beach and see how it is. So we're going to get on the sand and take a quick look. I'll see you down there, my friends. All right, friends, we're down here on the beach area. The waves are really bad, I guess, and dark water. So we still have the storms coming. So people have been walking that way. But we're going to go this way, and we're going to see, because the surfers, they surf out on this area over here. And we're going to just check out where the tree has fallen. So let's go. All right, friends, that's the water. Usually this is calm. We do have a break in the rain, so we decided to come out and check any damage. There are people working over here. So this is the tree that fell down. Watch it, water's coming up. This is the tree that fell, that was uprooted. So the water probably came all the way up here. Look at that. Zoom in. Uprooted a tree. There's been a lot of trees that have fallen down in this area here. But look at all the erosion. So the water did come all the way up. Careful there, because you don't know what all this wash up is. Rocks, debris, metal pieces. Some boats went missing along the Pacific. So who knows knows what's going to wash up in the coming days, weeks. What are they doing here? Tree, so that plant fell over. A lot of erosion here. At least the palapa still intact. They're draining, I guess, the river over there. They're trying to. There's a lot of wash up here. Let me swing around here and show you. The river is pretty crazy. And that's the river, the ocean. And it's coming right up. Supposed to be low tide. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, this is part of the river, so it got clogged. It's loose sand here too. Trying to free the river here, but it's all clogged up. Well, that's good. And then it's rushing over here. Usually we could walk all the way over there, but no, the river here. A lot of wash up. They're easing the river because there's houses behind here. They don't want it to overflow and then water gets into the houses. At least it stopped raining. It was 3 days rain. And that's usually it is, the start of the rainy season for us. And then now it'll start raining in the afternoon, evenings, and nights. What? Wow. Well, friends, I'm going to walk a little ways this way, but there's a lot of spray and the sea is really rough still, because it is still storming out there. I think the storm of Cristina has gone all the way up to Guatemala, Mexico. It's going up the coast. El Salvador. And this happened so fast that we weren't prepared for it. But because it hit us first, the other countries are able to prepare. So they didn't take much damage. Loss of boats, properties. They're able to bring all their boats in and remove what they could off the beach or the hotels. But I've been stuck in the house for 4 days. And as the saying goes, cabin fever. So I wanted to get out and see what the damage was for myself. It's good to get out and get some fresh air. Even though it's a stormy day, it is clearing up somewhat. But anytime you get to the beach, it's the best. Alright friends, we're on the far side. The gabions have held up, but there's lots of debris here for this beach. And look at this big tree stump. This probably floated from out in the ocean up to here. Look at that. All of this debris. No shells, unfortunately. A lot of garbage, a lot of plastic, sorry to say. I guess when everything has died down, they're probably going to do a beach cleanup. A lot of places along the Pacific are doing that. They're rebuilding. Thanks that there was no loss of life. Wow. Usually when it's low tide, you could go out over there where the rocks are. Wow. They need to come and clean this area up for sure. Pretty sure they will in the days coming. Wow. So there's no gabions over here. Wow, this is worse on this side with all the trash. I don't see anything that's salvageable that we could take. It's all broken pieces of plastic. Nothing that we can reuse. I'm pretty sure they're going to do a beach cleanup. Look, there's a shoe, a doll shoe. Doll shoe. I wonder where this doll is for this. So it uncovered all of the sand, unless all of this fell down, all the rocks, I guess. I'm not going to go any further. We do want to check out the other beach. So that's how we're going to head next. Hi, my beach friends. This is part 2. We are at the beach that I always go to. And we're just back from the Sand Dollar Beach. We're on this beach here. It is low tide. We're going to try and walk it and see what the damage is. First off, going down the stairs to the beach here, the bottom stair is not there, partial. So I'm going to try to get another way down to the beach. But yeah, look at it all. It has all gone out. The storm has gone out to the sea now. But it is beautiful. Beautiful. So we're going to see what the beach is like, any damage. We're going to take a nice walk. The sun's trying to come out. So I'm going to find another way down to the beach. See you down at the sand, my friends. That's the second entrance. I had to walk over this big tree stump. So I made it, and now I gotta go down this way here. Alright friends, I'm firmly on the beach. Excuse me, the tide is crazy. It's coming all the way up. I'm very curious to see the river on the other side of the beach that we walked to, what that's like. This is low tide and it's coming up. That's the entrance right there. It's half covered in sand and half, I don't know, eroded, so I didn't take a chance to go down there. But anyways, we're gonna walk up this way and see what the damage is, if there's any. And the rain seems like it stopped for now, but I do have an umbrella, so we're at the beach and it's humid. At the other beach was very humid. Here's a breeze now, so we'll see. Someone's brave to venture out there. No tree stumps. Many videos back there was tree stumps here, but that's washed out. But look at this. Wow. I don't know if we're gonna find any shells today. But like I said, I had to get out because 4 days in the house, non-stop rain, and there's a break now, so I'm happy we were able to get out. And cabin fever. A lot of people are still indoors, but I had to get out. Can't be in there. The ocean is calling me. So, plus I'm curious, I want to see what the damage is. This beach so far seems okay. So the sheller in me is still looking for shells, sea glass, anything like that. And it's low tide. And the waves are crazy. The other beach, they were more, well, still roaring. Look at that. Let me zoom in to get a better look, friends. So the aftermath of Cristina. It's gone up the coast now. And, oh, there's people in the water. Maybe they're fishermen. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, there's people in the water up there. Probably fishermen. I don't know. But it's sorry for the fishermen. They depend on the ocean and their boats to go fishing, and many of them lost their boats. And their fishing villages right on the beach were all washed out because 8-foot waves, higher than normal, came on land, demolished everything. But the people here in Nicaragua are very, very strong people, and they will rebuild. They will rebuild. Believe me. Thank God there was no loss of life. So there was 5 fishermen went out in a small boat half an hour before the storm surge, and their boat capsized way out there, and they were hanging on to the boat for 2 hours. A boat came by, picked them up, and their boat was on one area, a couple beaches away, and they were on another couple beaches away, so they're all okay. Yeah, they're in the water there, these people. I think they're fishing. You can't get boats out there. It's too rough. Rough and tumble. my beach friends. I do believe these are fishermen out there, because they can't get out in their boats in this, but they're fishing. At least where they are, it's not strong waves. But over here, crazy. Alright, going further down. Alright, there it is. It's Russia. You can't even cross there. We'll stop here because it's going any further. There it is, guys. It has risen, I think, a little bit on this side. And it's rushing out. You can't even cross over here. Wow. Alright, friends, on the way back, look what I found. Just walking on the upper rack lines. One shell. Wow. Didn't expect to find anything intact, but here we are. Alright, I'm heading home, and I'll see you on the next shelling adventure. Bye, friends.